of Dani C's Love Life Lessons. Y'all, we back. And, you're welcome to Dani C's Love Life Lessons. Like I tell you, where your presence is a blessing. So enjoy the session. Kick back and listen to, what we got to say. I know y'all looking like I'm all glamorous today. What today is? Today, I got a queen in the building. So how do you dress when the queen hits the stage or when it's in the building? Do you just throw on your rags? No, you pull out your best when the queen is in the building. So without further ado, I have to introduce my special, very, very special guest, the legend Medusa.
It is a pleasure to be in the home of Dani, baby.
Man, I'm blessed, because I got the opportunity to see you for the first time just perform, and I was just in awe. Like, I had to step my shit up.
Oh, wow.
I gotta step my game up, and it's crazy. Like I was telling Jock before you came back in the room, I said, man, it's crazy that we met while she was performing, and then I got the opportunity to be in the room with a couple of people like Natural Red and Shay, and they like she the bomb. Like, I love her, and it's just good when you get a vibe from somebody and somebody else agrees with you, like she is dope, and everybody that I've talked to about you are like, yeah, she's super dope. So I am honored, first of all, that you even said yes to come on my show, because you a star.
And see, you got to tell me I'm a star for me to realize it sometimes.
Man,
I'm just trying to create a new universe.
That's right. That's what's up. So let's just start off by introducing you and tell us like where you from and who you are.
Well, my family's from Cali.
Okay.
Born and bred LA style.
Okay.
Inglewood, the whole bit.
Oh, I'm from Inglewood. That's what I'm talking about.
My mom went to Dorsey.
Okay.
Graduated from Dorsey. But yeah, I grew up like a lot of Dina, Pomona.
Okay. So you a real Cali. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? LA.
Yeah.
See, some people, they just know their city and they don't know nothing outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, how you live in Cali all this time and you don't know, Orange County or, like you said, Pomona or just different. You need to know where you at, not just immediately where you at, but your surroundings. So that's pretty dope.
I thank my mom for that one. She moved and motivated. She was a nurse too, so she worked at a lot of different hospitals.
Okay, all right. Mom was a hero.
Yes, she was.
Definitely.
Me and my three brothers sure was.
Oh, okay. So you're the only girl?
Yes, I'm the only girl. I'm the oldest.
The oldest. Oh, so you're the boss. That's what I like. I'm the oldest and the oldest grandchild. So I know what that's like.
Yeah. I can play open chess with you, but you can't play open chess with me.
Hello, exactly. They like, dang, I can't even hit her back. That's not right, Mom. They be crying. Yeah, see, and me and my sister are the only girls. All my first cousins are boys. So, and I'm being the oldest, I deal with that too. I was like, yeah.
I got a couple of other sisters though, half sisters.
Oh, okay.
My sister Taiko lives in LA.
Okay.
The other one, Angie, she lives in Kansas City.
Okay.
Yeah, and so does my brother Ryan. But yeah, the ones I grew up with, those close siblings, they're out here in LA.
Right. So it's funny you said that. Like, when did you start rhyming? Because I do my research when I decide that I'm going to have somebody on the show, and I found out you was the pop locker.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I had nothing to do with that. I was like, what? So you pop locked first and then started rapping, or you just simultaneously? How'd that work?
I pop locked first.
Okay.
For sure.
That was
So rough, so tough. You know what
I
mean?
Okay.
Flashlight. Those days.
Those days. Yeah.
I was in a crew called the Groovatron.
Okay.
They're out of Pomona. Daryl Stokes, Boardman.
Okay.
I gotta give my shout outs. But yeah, they came up to my high school. I went to Ontario High and pulled up in a Pinto, lower Pinto, on the center line.
Wow.
And, with the bump bar in the glove compartment,
and just got out.
Took the house speaker out the back and set it up and played So Rough, So Tough and started pop locking.
Yeah, almost like Flash Mob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jump out and get it cracking.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Who's hot? So that was my crew, the Groovatrons out of Pomona. And I was Lady Tick Tut.
Tick Tut.
So my tick and my tut is called.
Oh wow. And it's crazy. I used to be Tick Tick Boom before.
See?
Yeah, because I was a live wire. So they like, that was tick tick boom. Any minute you don't know if she might explode on your
See,
ass.
that part. You gotta feel it. You gotta want it though.
I used to be exactly right. Don't come for me. I ain't coming for you. We
See,
good, you
that
know.
part. But
So
yeah,
what? How did you
and then
transfer into rapping?
with that, you know, you in a crew. You
Yeah.
you want to do a little more than just what you there
There for,
for. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So I started writing little rhymes back in the
Mhm.
80s. Nothing that I was thinking, oh, I'm about to do it big. 'Cause I
Right.
was so into pop lock and I was
Okay.
so into those crew battle things. And
Yeah.
it was just a secondary, third dairy, whatever.
Yeah, something
you know?
extra to do, fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you know, it hit mid 80s and I'm out of high school, I'm showing out and hustling and
Mm-hmm.
went to jail, and I was like, okay, look,
I got to do something.
we can't do this. That's what we can't do.
Right. This cannot be it.
Hey, and then you know, I used to sing a lot back in the day in
okay.
different Baptist church, and my aunt Billy was a vocalist and songwriter.
Dope. I didn't know you sung.
Billy Calvin. She was with the Undisputed Truth.
Okay.
Smiling faces.
Yeah. Oh.
So she was in that group.
Dope.
And she was married to Norman Whitfield.
Mm-hmm.
And her crew went on tour with the Jackson 5 up the West Coast.
Oh, that's legendary.
Right. And she took me, I was 7 years old at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and she took me on this West Coast run.
Wow.
And I was able to see her crew win over a crowd that had no idea who they were.
Now see, that's my favorite shows. When I do shows with people I don't know and I touch, because sometimes, you know, not sometimes, but most your friends ain't gonna say boo, you whack, right? So they're biased and you know they're gonna root for you. But you want to know that somebody that has no attachment to you just genuinely just pulled up, listened to your shit and was like, okay.
I never heard of you before. But
yeah, that's so gratifying. Yeah. It is. And not knocking your people that support you, because that's what they should be doing. Yeah. But people that don't know you that support you, I always say sometimes it be the strangers that support you more than the people you know, unfortunately. But that's how it can go.
And to give it to you real.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. They ain't biased. You ain't their friend. They just tell, and they, like you said, sometimes that constructive criticism can be a little brutal, but I prefer it that way.
Right.
Straight, no chaser.
Right. Mm-hmm. That part. Yeah. So, you know, I got out and I applied the values that she showed me on this tour, and writing. I wrote a lot after that, just as a kid. Mm-hmm. And me and my Uncle Troy wrote this song called Wishing on a Star. Just the hook. It was something cute. Mm-hmm. When my auntie came home, we did it for her. We performed it, and she took it and put it on Rolls Royce's album.
That's dope.
One of their albums.
Shut the
front door. Angel in the Sky. My bad. It was called Angel in the Sky. Uh-huh. And so when I heard it on KJLH, I might have been maybe 11 at the time. Had no idea she did that. And here it came on. I was blown away. Wow. I was like, that feeling right there. And then she wrote Wishing on a Star, and Norman put that on Rolls Royce's album.
Wow.
So I was, that inspired me.
And sometimes it just takes that one person. That's a blessing to have somebody, you know, and I probably say this often, but you know, I'm transparent. I say what it is I didn't have that type of support, you know, because when your family is, you know, they just want you to be successful, right? And then, you know, in the 80s and early 90s, this rap thing was new to them. Like, what the fuck is that? Go be a doctor or something. You know what I'm saying?
That part right there.
Yeah, and it's like
getting out of jail and having that vocalizing and hip hop being something that I experienced through pop lock, and I was like, let me see what I can do with putting these together. You know, this live thing I grew up with from the Undisputed Truths and the Isley Brothers and the Parliament Funkadelics and the Curtis Blows came later. So that was introducing me to the style of rhyming in paragraphs and creating a story and you know, more immediate thought and words. You know what I'm saying? I was like, vocabulary with the
and that was me. I was a spelling bee champ, so I wanted to. I thought it was cool. My friends used to call me a nerd because I would come. I get a kick out of saying big words, right? People are like, you're always talking big words, but I don't want to say cat, rat, sat. I want to spice it
Like
up. And then and if you got to go to the dictionary to figure out what I'm talking about, then good. I mean, I'm talking about some shit. And then you be like, oh, that's dope once you figure it out. So yeah, we're alike in that, because I wanted to be lyrical. You know, I wanted to say something. You know what I mean? That's why I dig you, because I'm telling you, when you on stage, it's powerful, and you people listen. You know what I'm saying? When you have that type of voice that you have, yes, absolutely, you're welcome. So speaking of hip hop, the current state of hip hop, what do you think about it? I mean, is it dead? Where you see it going?
Oh, it's definitely not dead. You know, for me, when I teach, there's still room for more elements now. There's, hip hop is still in its embryonic stage. You know what I mean? There's a lot of changes it's gonna grow through.
That's correct.
You know, I mean, when Egyptian Lover came out, our mom and dads was looking at us like really?
What is that?
That
noise,
synthy,
that mess.
And in the space of the rhyme that he delivered, is similar to the spaces that we started to receive in this 2000 hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had something to compare it to. I had something to refer to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this one we,
this is how, right. Exactly.
So I mean, hip hop is growing through that right now. And I think it's beautiful, because at least the generations communicate through hip hop enough to know what one another are doing. What are we doing, right, wrong, what have you, indifferent.
Right.
You know.
And that's good to hear that perspective from you.
And grown hip hop, folks that spit grown hip hop, when you may be young, you're gonna come of an age where you're like, oh
yeah,
I was doing some weak
shit.
They spitting. It's gonna happen.
It comes with age and maturity, sometimes too. But then I don't know, everything's so trendy and fad based and TikTokish.
It's that those that are gonna do that. They're lacking a little bit of self-esteem. Please excuse me for this. Some self-esteem to where they gotta follow something. You know what I mean? We, in the beginning of hip hop, we were innovators. Right. You know what I mean? Originators.
Nobody was doing
that. We weren't afraid to do that.
That's correct.
So there is a lack of fear right now that's happening with fashion. I mean, I see it like, they mixing fashions. Like, really, you gonna wear them high jeans and them.
But that's one thing my granny used to tell me. History repeats itself, right? And so I used to clown and laugh and look at her old pictures like, grandma, she said, watch, they don't be wearing that again. Then you saw people wearing the bell bottoms, because I used to hate bell bottoms. To this day, I love me some bell bottoms. I don't know why. I didn't like them. It just reminded me of something I just didn't like. Now, it would be cool when I watch Soul Train and see the,
right.
I'm like, they look cool in them, but for me, I couldn't get with it. And maybe it was my shape, my thighs rubbed together too much. I don't know. But but I feel like history is repeating itself. These people are, wearing their natural hair again. They're trying to, some, including me, not right now. But it's history repeats itself. And sometimes I'm like, the originality part of it is not there. Like when y'all was coming up in the 80s and 90s, when it was like it was unique. It was everybody coming together. The meeting of the minds.
Wasn't a lot of TV.
It
wasn't a lot of video games.
Or phones, cell phones.
We couldn't Google, so we had to go to the library.
The encyclopedia.
Yes, come on, man.
Encyclopedia. Yeah.
Now everything is so readily available. You can flip your style the very next day because such and such is trending online.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, I get it, but
but then where's your identity?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, but it's being stripped to the point of we don't even write in cursive anymore. They don't teach that in school. So I'm like, what happened to the bank card? Having to match your signature. What is going to happen?
So are they writing in manuscript their name? I don't understand that. How is that a signature?
That
like
is
you're just
crazy.
Because what now is printed name even? What's a printed name now?
Name is now a signature.
Correct.
Come on now.
So it's no more.
They're hoping to strip that from us, but it's going to take collectives like this.
Yeah.
To get on and really break and create a cipher.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
definitely do.
and really, give some love on top of constructive criticism, on top of whatever it takes, whatever that dialogue, takes. Okay. In order to open the next generation's mind to other things. You know what I'm saying? To the right things. To exercise your vocabulary in an intellectual conversation. To hold your head up from the phone every once in a while and see your environment. And so you can
exactly.
So you can know where the exit is. Can we know where the exit is?
Man, I'll be driving down the street and I'll be at a red light and I will see a young teenager walk across the street and their head is completely down and it's so dangerous. And
it's bizarre.
And I rolled down my window and I said, baby, pick your head up.
Please.
You're walking in the middle of the street. You can see it later, but somebody could hit this corner and run you over and you're not even paying attention. It's
traffic
so distracting.
And trafficking is very real.
Okay.
Pay attention.
Say that. You're right about that traffic. Because it's crazy. I see so many of these vans now. I be looking, I'm like, why are they vans so blacked out the windows and got these weird locks on it? And I'll be wanting to be like, who in the back of that thing? You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
And speaking of trafficking, not speaking of trafficking, but like women in hip hop right now and the portrayal, like how do you, because I see you, I address you as a queen because you come as a queen, you know what I'm saying? You present yourself well, you know what I'm saying? And not to diss these other chicks because it's okay to be in love with your body and your sexuality and to know who you are and your femininity and all those things. But the portrayal of how, the disrespect and how it's so hypersexualized. Yeah, we've been called bitches and hoes since NWA. That's not nothing new, cussing and talking crazy about women. But I mean, like us being hypersexualized and everything being about body parts and just where you could be singing the ABCs, but as long as your ass out, you're gonna be platinum. I mean, I don't understand.
they quadruple tripping.
It's interesting how they'll bring the club to you.
Yes.
If you have
that's a good way of saying it.
If you have a culture that would love to visit a predominantly Black strip club and tip our women and see our women in that light, then now you got videos that service that.
Yeah.
Now I can go on IG and get that.
Yeah.
And then now we cutting out where the money's at. Too.
Yeah, porn industry is out. You can just Google and free shit. Everything.
You gotta get creative and make new rooms and shit. I'm not saying I know how to do it. I'm just saying I've seen some.
I'm gonna kill you. But real talk. Yeah, it's just
yeah. But it's all on us to share and be honest enough.
Yeah.
To share.
Yeah.
Right. It's like we talking to men and women. Back in the day, it's like we ended up the bitches and hoes and all that, but back in the 70s, dudes was bitches and hoes too, just as much as women.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened.
Right.
I don't know how it just got on us.
Right, exactly. But like we were talking about, me and Yo were talking about earlier, and it's funny because when I was asking this question, I was thinking more of like, just the image that is being put out for women in hip hop and how they look. We had Queen Latifah and MC Lights, and you know what I'm saying? And they were dope MCs, but and beautiful women, but we listened to what came out of their mouth. We didn't have to, pay attention to their bodies.
Right.
But what he also said that made sense is a lot of men are writing for these women. See, they don't write no more.
Come on now.
Okay, they don't really write no more like that. So they're ghostwriting men. So men are writing these words for women to say, right? That's
from
insane.
The outlook of a man,
right,
on a woman coming out of a woman.
That's crazy.
That's bizarre. That is
quadruple tripping.
And what's funny is I don't even mind that you do that.
Right.
I would like to see a balance.
There it is.
Can I at least see the balance?
Yes.
Give me a choice.
That's correct.
An option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back then we did have the little sexy MC girls, but we chose to listen to MC Light and Queen Latifah, and they, because that's the direction our spirit was pulled in.
Right.
But if you oversaturate and desensitize people to whatever, drugs, sex, dressing like real ratchet, whatever.
Yeah.
You keep putting it out there. It's in video games. It's in this is the only way.
It's crazy. It's
I can win.
Commercials. It's everywhere. and I want to bring a child into this world. Scary, huh? Because it's like it's so much. You can't even remember we were talking about shelter before we came on live. You can't shelter your kids no more. If you wanted to, if you tried, you about to put them in a basement with no TV, no phone, no nothing is the only way because it's out. They gonna find out. It's out there. It's definitely out there.
So I have the convo with them first.
Right. Yeah.
So, it's there back when I heard you say, you couldn't say everything to your mama.
I couldn't.
Back in some 70s homes, it was like you were seen but not heard.
And they even said that children are to be seen and not heard. And now I will say that about the new generation, these children, they speaking up and they gonna be heard. And I am, that part I do 100% appreciate.
That's because you can't beat your kids.
Right. Well, yeah, right. And I used to say, I'm gonna beat the shit out of my kids. I don't care what they say. But now that I think about it, it's like it's other ways to parent, because not no diss to my parents because they did what they learned, right? Learned behavior, what they knew how to do. And
the switch.
For me, it was so crazy because I would just get. I feel like, it was all about the discipline. You do something wrong and then you're punished and you got to be hit. And it's not really, it didn't stop me from fucking up.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why
my punishment stopped me better than a whooping.
Like
if I couldn't do nothing for a month.
Take my phone or my, Lord. Can't go outside because I'm an outside kid. But see, these kids don't go outside no more. You got to take their electronics and that's the only thing. Because me, I want to go outside. I want to go outside.
And see, you as a mom, you would be good.
Yeah.
Because you've grown enough to be like, oh, no, we are putting these down and going outside.
Yeah, we're going out. My niece and nephew, they're my babies until I have some.
See.
They are absolutely, positively going to be going outside. You're going to learn how to ride a bike. You're going to jump rope. You're going to hopscotch. We're not going to be glued to electronics. Now, not the problem for my niece and nephew, they live in the inner city. It's not really safe like it was for us to be riding your bike. These neighborhoods, we still got gang mentality and stuff around here and people getting shot and killed and different things. It's just not safe. So I understand that part of it. That's why I live where I live so they can come over here and go outside. It's just the reality of where we at right now, So
there's board games, there's writing games. Well, since you're not writing in cursive in school, maybe me and you could sit here
teach you how to. That's right.
Teach you how to write your name.
It's crazy. Yeah, they took phonics out of school. That start there. That's why these kids now they took phonics out of school, and then what did they put? The Sylvan Learning Center and hooked on phonics and start making you have to pay to learn how to do something that the teachers are supposed to be already training you to do, to read the basic. Yeah, no, they don't sound. My granny, I refer to her a million times a day. She always, every time would tell me, sound it out. She wouldn't just let me, and I couldn't, as a kid, because I was reading at 3. I was a whiz kid. I graduated from preschool at 4. I was in the 1st grade at 4. I didn't go to kindergarten because I was just that excelled. And my grandma was so big on education. Because, when I was raised by a Southern Baptist woman that just, they were big on education. You know what I'm saying? Because it was something that was not always readily accessible to them. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big deal. Get your education. Y'all ain't even teaching them phonics. They don't know cursive. These kids that's why they living with y'all till they 50.
Come on.
Hell no. You see it.
Come on.
We couldn't wait till we was 18, 16, 15, ready to go and run
ready
to
drive.
Man,
all
drive.
Of that.
Man.
They don't even want to drive.
Oh my God, you got it. I thought I was only once. My friend. Oh, did they got a license now? Oh, she 21. I gotta drop. Shit, that nigga 21. You dropping her. She better learn how to drive. These kids don't want to leave the nest because part of it is, like you said, we not sheltering them. We coddling them a little too much because
you said it.
It's the coddle for me.
It is a coddle.
And it's going to it's a negative. It's going to have a negative effect later on, because then now when you're ready for them to get up, oh, James he just play video games. This nigga ain't got no wife. He won't get no job. You know, and you talking on the phone like, girl, but you enabled them, man. You let them do that shit. You did it.
Come on.
Let's be accountable.
And we have to, and then you have to shift your way of teaching using the mechanisms that they're stuck on.
Right.
You feel me? It's like, is hip hop the new curriculum?
Right.
You know, can we teach math, English, all of the subjects in hip hop?
Yeah.
I believe that can happen.
That's
you know
dope.
what I mean? I curriculum through video games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there is a certain math you must know before you can make the next move into.
Right. That's
so
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Correlate
a real nerd would really do that.
Right. And that's why, I don't know if you know this, but they're teaching these kids now coding. You know, they're teaching them young. My cousin she teaches them. And when she told me that there's like 4 and 5 year old, and now these aren't black kids, these are these rich kids out here, these parents, she's like, they can barely even read, but they got them in a coding class because they know that's where the money is. That's where it's going to be. IT and tech is going, it's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you're gonna be a gamer, like you said, then learn some shit behind it. You can't just be playing video games. Right. Make it make sense. Right.
There's a geometry.
There's a formula.
There's a formula right here that you have to know.
Exactly. to get to the next board. Yes. That's a good idea.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You heard it here first, y'all.
Okay, we coined it, so don't you be don't steal our shit. But I would ask you, what type of advice would you give somebody that wants to embark on the hip hop industry? And I wouldn't even say someone, a woman, a young lady that wants to rap, because it's so funny in the past couple of weeks, and I talk my shit because I talk my shit. I've been rapping since I was 7 years old. So this is what I do. And I used to be a comedian. Well, I am still I'm funny, right? So I like to fuck with people, right? I like to fuck with people. So when was
that a question or
right? That was a statement. That was a statement. Right? Look, know your strengths and weaknesses. But I start off rapping because I used to like to bag on people. So, but I would like give them 4 bars. Everybody would have 4 bars for them, and they'd be like, "This nigga, here she comes." But that's what made me start. So I would rap bag, and then I like to do skits. So I would do weird like skits. I used to go show and tell at school, elementary. No lie, I tell y'all, I would do Wanda from In Living Color, and I literally would do it so well. And people be like, she's not embarrassed to look like that and be silly and funny. No, I'm not embarrassed to be silly and funny. But my point, what I was getting into is, most recently, I've heard a couple of girls tell me, and they may be close to 30. I'd give them mid-20s. I'm about to start rapping. Yeah, I'm about to start getting in the studio. Like, you just today woke up and said you want to rap. Like, you know, it kind of, you know, it's kind of a slap in the face with a nigga that really do this. And you're just like, shit, I see motherfuckers coming up. Let me just come with a one-hit wonder real quick, and I could be the next, you know, fly by night. But the thing is, now these deals, y'all ain't getting no money. It's all about the fame. These kids are more worried about the fame, and they ain't got the business part together, the fortune part at all. Because they, you know, these deals, they writing 360, they getting shit. You can't sell popcorn, and they want $2 off your popcorn sale. So it's like, damn, I sold a bag of weed. You want 5 off my dub sale, nigga? What the hell is happening? What is really happening? Right? What's really going on? So what advice would you give a young lady trying to enter into this? Because like I said, I've had some few people around me that I noticed, like, I'm about to start getting in the studio. I'm gonna try to rap. Yeah, I said I'm gonna start rapping. Like, okay, because for me, it's something that was in me forever. But I guess you can acquire skill, just like you can go to carpentering school and become a carpenter. But what do you feel about that? What do you think?
I would say, first, don't try.
Right.
You know, mean it when you come in. You know what I mean? Just don't come in here trying.
Right.
Okay. One, because what my uncle say, my Uncle Larry said, you don't try to get up, you just get up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't come in here trying. One. 2, respect the words that came prior to you
That's
in
true.
this world of
Yeah.
MCing.
Amen. You're
You
right.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
And be yourself when you do it, your original, true, dynamic self.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's tough for them to do nowadays.
It is.
Yeah, it
And
is because
I get it.
everybody's mimicking what they see.
Something.
Oh, that worked. That's working. Okay, I'm gonna do that formula instead of coming up with their own formula because I
Right.
want to stand out and I want to be original and I want to last. See, what people
Yes.
don't know is you have no lasting power when you do that.
When
You're
you
no
do.
stand.
Thank you.
You jumping on the back of somebody else, and now we got 3 motherfuckers sounding the same, looking the same. Like we just.
See.
It loses its value.
It does.
100% loses their value.
And you know what you have to add to hip hop, let it be powerful. You know, because it's already
crazy.
Yeah. Let it be something powerful. Bring another element to the table.
Yes.
Because
Amen.
if you working towards anything less than that, then I don't believe you.
Right. And it's funny that you said that because it's kind of like know your audience, right? Look at the climate around you and see what's happening.
Right.
And that should lead you into what you should be doing. Like really pay attention to what's going on in the society around us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's February 2nd. It's supposed to be Black History Month. We get 28 days, whatever. I'm Black all fucking year. So that's fine that you giving us 28 days for that. But yeah, I don't know. I think people are, like you said, want to do it for the right reasons and want to, don't do it. You can't be in this shit for money. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be a rich ass rapper. I don't think so. I don't. You could, but it's like you got all this stuff that's going on. It ain't been more than an hour, so I don't know. I'm good. I'm gonna keep talking, doing my thing. We having a little technical difficulties, but that's life. We just gotta roll through them. But yeah, rolling. Yeah, we still rolling. Yeah, so that's good advice. I would absolutely say that's great advice. Tell them be original, be yourself, and be in it for the right reasons. Don't copy. Stop copying a motherfucker because you can copy. Like you said, you can have a recipe. You ain't got the sauce.
No.
You can't steal the sauce. You can do everything till we get to the sauce. That's why people say, oh, it's the secret sauce. They don't let you know. They'll tell you how to make the chicken. But the shit that go on there, that shit that you're like, what's that? Now that's secret.
That's something you got to develop yourself.
Hello, how you come up with your own secret sauce. Correct. Yes, absolutely.
That's a good gumbo.
Right?
That's my grandmama's recipe. But I can put
right.
always I put a little extra. And I used to ask my grandmother, and she would be like, I just throw everything, all the seasons in there. And I'm like, Grandma, can you tell me this is so? I can't tell you. I just pick shit out that she get the seasons. I'm like, damn, didn't nobody watch her one day and see which season she was putting? Because she's gone, not with us anymore. And I'm like, she made the best burritos. It would take all day. She made her salsa by hand. She used like 3 different meats. I'm like, none of you niggas know how to do it. Nobody got the recipe. With your mama
and your
grandmama and your grandmama.
Well, now these grandmas don't want to be grandma because they going to the club and you can order you a little Caesar's pizza, nigga. I'm out. They don't even want to cook no more. They potlucking for Christmas. I'm like, grandma used to be cooking a whole 24 hours before. Now y'all making
and bacon from scratch.
From scratch. Yeah, ain't no boxes up in here.
Let's talk about that. Who knows how to cook from scratch?
From scratch, yeah.
Stop playing out here, ladies.
Yeah, y'all don't smell that, but I got a pot roast down there in the crock pot right now that's about to be fire. Because I was in the kitchen with my granny. For sure.
It was with my great grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah. Clean some greens and cook some, not canned greens.
No.
Pull the greens clean up.
What you talking about? I grew up on Christiana Pier. We had greens in my backyard. We had mustard. We had turnip. We had oranges. We had lemons. We had, my grandma had everything. At one point, she had strawberries back there. Like, so That's what we also need to get back to.
46.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
With
girl.
chickens in the backyard.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Honey.
That's
All of that.
OGG. Now everything is fucked up. This food is fucked up. That's why I need to give me a house with some land and grow me some shit. Because I can't even find a watermelon with seeds. Like, what the fuck? What you do with the seeds? How did you planted it with a seed?
I can't regrow this watermelon. Is that what you're telling me?
Because it wasn't grown. Right. Let's go there. Because you never grew it from the start. Because anything you put a seed in the ground and it grows, it's going to have another seed inside. You didn't go in and pick the motherfuckers out because it's whole. So what? I'm just saying, seedless and all this shit. Nah.
With this soil.
Right. Right. Fake soil. Everything is manufactured. Right. Yeah. So what's next?
Yeah, speaking of rappers,
right, right. Back to that's a good one for sure. Speaking of rappers, so what can we see next from you? Like what new music? Well, I know of one collab and venture that I'm like, that's super dope. Day one, I'm like, oh, that's hot.
I think Day One just did a really smart thing.
He's a smart dude. He's a nice dude. I just got the opportunity to meet him a week ago. He's a really, really cool dude. He's very talented, very humble. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, some people, they get around and their head get a little big and they may act funny. He didn't come off like that to me at all.
He's the same every time.
Every time. That's what's up.
He does the same quality work for everyone.
Yeah. I watched him work. I watched. You natural. I can't wait till this shit come out. Y'all got all the hitters on this shit. This is gonna be a great compilation. But what's up? What's next? What we got for 2023? Wow.
My birthday is coming up, March 18th. I'm bringing Nappy at the Roots back.
Nappy at the Roots. Oh yes, I'm getting on that stage this time.
And I've been working on 3 videos.
Okay.
One is Woke with MC Breeze and Master C as the producer, and Young Hawk on the camera.
Okay.
And it's turning out to be probably one of the dopest videos I've done.
Wow. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait. I think I saw on Instagram some of the little clips of people doing it. Did C2 shoot Charles Clemens shoot something for you too?
I was on that next. Yeah. A video, me and Georgia Ann Muldrow. Okay. We are doing a project together called Top Shelf Funk. Okay. And we're finishing it up right now up at Joseph Lineberg's studio. Okay. And Aloe Black is the one that put us together.
Oh, I love him. I'm the man. He's dope.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
So that single Double Dutch is done. And it's like the last little few editing little glitches here and there, but it's fly.
And Charles, so it's a fusion thing. Yes, Charles shot my first single. So yeah, I've worked with Charles and known him for well over 10 years. Like he shot Yogi's first video. Oh, no, second. But he shot a lot of his videos, and we've done a lot of stuff with him. So yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, she working with all my people. Oh, that's what's up. That's how you know everything comes full circle. When good people, you know what I mean? I love that the good people I know, you know too. So that's amazing. So you got that video.
Fortune actually hooked us up with that. Lisa Fortune is my business manager.
Okay.
She also manages Corrupt and Battle Cat.
Shout out to Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa Fortune. Post on media.
Okay.
In my personal manager is Sinyan. Sinyan, what it do, baby?
Okay.
From the Hip Hop Museum.
The Universal Hip Hop Museum. Yeah, I follow them. They super dope.
She's super dope.
Yeah.
The work that she's doing with them is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But me and Georgia Ann together we're called Amethyst Sheen.
Okay. Amethyst Sheen.
Yeah. Top shelf
like
funk.
Some Afro Sheen. Yeah. That's dope. So is this more? I hear Double Dutch. I heard you say. So is this a funk hip hop like fusion?
Yes.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a good time.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, it's funky.
Yeah, I already know.
Okay, and then the third joint is Get Out At It. I did that with Chop Louie out of Broadway over at the label. He hooked me and Chop Louie up, and we did this joint called Get Out At It. is how the game go. I see you're playing, but we don't do it the same. No,
Man,
I've performed it quite a few times over the past year, and the response has been so lovely. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a video.
Yeah, you got to. Like I said, I was blown away. And you mentioned MC Breeze. You know, it's funny. He was my debut of this show. He was my first episode for season 1 of Love Life Lessons, series 3. So shout out to Breeze. That's my guy right there.
That's the dude right there.
I gotta have him back because he's mad. Because remember we were talking about this sign. It wasn't ready on my first day. It kept pushing back. So he came back, and then afterwards, like a couple days later, it was like, "Oh, so you got a sign there? I didn't get the sign. I didn't get the premiere." I said, "Bro, don't worry. I'm gonna bring you back. You came in the beginning stages. We were still working out some kinks." And so, it's funny because I don't even know how long we've been on live. We've been having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're gonna run this out. It's definitely it's funny because I typically do a segment called Dani C's segment, and I allow people to call in and either say something to Miss Medusa or talk about the subject that I'm getting ready to introduce for this segment, which is it's Black History Month, right?
Hey.
Yeah, and I want to be excited, you guys. I really want to be excited and celebrate. But
Jock is in the building, y'all. Sorry to interrupt. We got a couple of joints coming up too.
Oh,
that are super dope.
Yes,
Chase produced, and so my bad.
Yeah, we gotta throw that. Jock like, how you ain't gonna bring me up and I'm in the building? You can't see him. He in the cut. But yeah, I want to celebrate, but I'm a little hot under the collar a little bit at this moment, and from what I heard, you Angela Davis of hip hop, so I know you should feel me too. It's like, I want to be excited about Black History Month, but how do we do that with all this racism and all this bullshit going on with the police brutality? And now we're supposed to turn that off and start talking about Madam C.J. Walker and quoting MLK, and they're gonna give us a fucking parade on one street for a day and shit like that. And then when March hit, we back to the bullshit. This morning I was scrolling online and I saw that the Memphis police, they have created a memorial. Basically, they added what am I trying to say? They added they unveiled. That's the word. Their new Black History vehicle. So they have a police car and put Black History Month on the side. Wow. So next time you beat a nigga, you're gonna be like, pull up in the Black History vehicle and do it. I'm like, I feel like they just like fucking laughing in our face.
Just toying with us. They are.
Man, come on.
They are. Exactly.
Oh, looks like we got a caller in. Come on, caller. My bad. I need to pay attention to my production.
You know what I think we should do as a people? If this is Black History Month, you see who's black and who's who. If you just do the fist up.
Yeah.
Anyone you see, any brother or sister you see, just put the fist up.
Right.
And that you know what I mean? That separates us from the rest of whatever's going on, and it keeps Black history alive, at least amongst us. And then at the same time, it's a way of saluting you, my queen, my king.
That's correct.
It's a way of tapping into our Blackness when we're out and about. And and if that makes anyone uncomfortable when it happens, then you know who's who.
You really. Exactly. Yeah, because that mean it ain't for you.
That part.
Looks like we got a caller on the line. Caller, can you hear me?
I sure can, daughter.
Hi, Mom. So you guys, my mom is calling in today. Hi, Mom. How are you?
That's fly.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
I want you to. I'm glad. I am so glad that you support and watching me and see me do my thing. Do you have any comments for the topic though, or you want to say something to the queen here, Miss Medusa, or what you feel about this Black History Month? Like, I'm not really in the spirit just because of all that's going on. I'm tired of seeing brothers being killed for like no reason.
You know what? And I am too, but I'm in the spirit. We can't give up. We can't roll over.
Yeah.
We just got to be consistent and pray for change and have faith that change is going to come.
Right. Absolutely.
Especially from young people, your group, the millennials,
Yes. Yeah.
So,
and what I will say is the ones, I don't know what they call the ones under, it's what, Generation X,
Mhm.
the ones under the millennials. I will say that they absolutely, they are protesters. They are verbal. They are vocal. They are the ones that, and
exactly. They're out there protesting. They're out there trying to get in the office and run for
advocating.
Senate
Mhm.
seats
That part.
locally, government seats, and I think that's what needs to happen. That's what we need to see.
Right, because I don't know what, I can't think of the state, but I think it's a southern state, and it's the 18-year-old mayor right now that we have.
Mm.
He's 25 and he's in the Senate.
No, it's another young man that is 18 years old that is a mayor somewhere. It is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with him. Maxwell is the youngest one that I know
Yeah.
that just was recently elected. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Well, Mom, thank you so much for calling in. We are going to
I'm gonna say hi to the legend Medusa. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with her music. You just apologize to her for me.
It's all good. Just go on YouTube and Google me.
Right.
Look.
My mom is the one that was like, you playing that noise again. Didn't we just talk about that?
Here we go.
But see, she's also familiar with the 70s and pop locking and the funk. So I do know my mom used to play all the jams.
And that's when I was like, oh man, I said she must have graduated around the same time as I did when I heard her talking about who she say? Flashlight and
Oh yeah, George Clinton, the Parliament.
yeah, George Clinton, Parliament, Bootsy,
Yeah, Isley Brothers. Yeah. Well, I grew up with my mom's record collection, so I didn't miss a beat. Earth, Wind, and Fire, The Emotions.
Her mom, my grandmother that I keep speaking of, she had a huge collection. She loved jazz, blues, R&B.
Mhm.
She didn't listen to hip hop. That was some more racket.
Hey, we ain't playing that in here.
But thank you so much, Mom, for calling in. We having back-to-back calls coming in for some reason. I appreciate you tapping in and giving us a call. I love you.
Okay, love you too, and best wishes to Medusa and her continued career. I'm gonna Google her. I Googled her, but I just put Medusa and it didn't come up. So I guess I have to.
No, as soon as you put Medusa, the gangster goddess, you put the G, it's gonna come up. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't hit that. I just did Medusa by itself.
That's my bad for not properly introducing myself.
Uh-huh.
That would be Medusa, the gangster goddess.
That's correct.
Yeah, don't be messing up. You want people to know.
Yeah, I got to gangster my position, yet keep my goddess-like integrity.
Hello, I love it.
Okay, so what do I Google?
Medusa, the gangster goddess. That's GANSTA, no ER, Mom. This is hip hop.
Yeah, I figured that. I know that much. I know that much.
All right, Mom. Thank you so much for calling. We love you, and talk to you soon.
Love you guys too. Have a good night. Okay, babe.
All right. Caller, we can't
call from Domino.
Hi, Domino. Thank you for calling.
Yes, hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you? I'm so thankful and grateful that you called.
Absolutely. I just wanted to say to you ladies, thank you so very much for your contribution to hip hop. We need more ladies like you in the business. For sure. I'm not a rapper, but I'm amazed when I hear the lyrics. Now I don't dig all lyrics, but I'm just saying, us as a people, the talent that we possess when it comes to poetry, putting lyrics together is amazing. And it just thrills my heart to know that we are the creators of this type of entertainment. Yes. So I'm proud to be Black. Amen. I'm proud to be a woman. And I'm just really glad that you have your show, Dani C. I love your show where we can have an opportunity to express ourselves. And as far as the topic of racism and everything that's going on.
Yes.
For me, I just think more prayers. We need more prayers. I don't know what's going to happen in this world. We need the George Floyd bill passed.
Mm.
We
Yes.
need to know what's going to be in that bill. Absolutely. So I'm hoping for a positive year, and I'm praying for the family of the young man that just was murdered by 5 of our own brothers, police officers. So I'm just praying for a better world, you know?
Yeah. Amen to that. Amen to that.
I feel that.
And outside of praying, we gotta, like you said, my mama said, we gotta get out there and do our part wherever it is that we can, you know.
Absolutely.
To advocate for our people. Absolutely.
And just speak out on any injustice we witness, no matter how fractional it may seem.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I've always been the one. I mean, I was the kid that took up for the bullies. Like, I don't pick on people. Like, I don't take that lightly. And I don't have to know you. I see you getting picked on. We getting picked on because I don't like it.
That part.
Yeah.
I feel you for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that I had an opportunity to call in and speak with you guys. And thank you so much for your show, Dani C. Medusa, thank you for your contribution. And you ladies just keep on doing what you do. And I love you guys.
Love you
All right.
too.
Have a beautiful evening.
You too.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we still here. You guys could continue to call in. That was some back-to-back calls. I appreciate y'all giving us a call in and hollering at legend Medusa here.
She sounded like she was from back east somewhere.
She's from Boston. She's from Boston, but she's been here a while, a long while. But she has that accent. She actually was one of my guests before. So when she said Domino, I was like, wait. I was like, okay. But yeah, I am so happy that you came. I'm absolutely happy that you came. And I always end the show with, this is Dani C's Love Life Lessons. So I always ask people to drop a jewel about any of this love life lessons, which that's a big catch-all. You can talk about anything. We have love. Well, for me, love is in everything I do. I'm living life right now. And if I continue living, I'm going to learn some more lessons.
See?
So
you said that. That's a mouthful right there.
So I always ask people, like, what do you give us something? Leave us with a gem or a jewel. Because, you know, from a queen, we always want to hear a word.
Indeed. You know, you got to give it the way you want it. Okay? When you are applying your love and your light to something, always apply it like it's the last time you're going to do it.
Amen.
And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for the whole. Do it for the whole, the planet, the universe.
Amen.
You know, because it's very small. We may think it's vast, but it's a tight space, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
Bar,
right? Because you know how people like, it's a small world. It's true. It's absolutely true.
But it's a tight space.
It definitely is. Well, I appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us, talking to my mama, and you know, Domino, Auntie calling in, and just
thank you for having me.
No, absolutely, and I'm definitely gonna have you back because I want to do like a female cipher type situation with like all my hitters, and we go in here and just cipher it out.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we gonna get it. So thank you guys for tuning in to Dani C's Love Life Lessons. Next week, we're going to be having Muff. If you don't know who Muff is, you're going to have to talk about, I can't think, I'm giving a blank on Run DMC, but no, what's the group? Uncle Jam's Army. I don't know. So we got it's legendary right now. And the reason why, you know I said I don't want to do a whole bunch of hip hop, everything, but you know what? Hip hop turns 50 years old this year, so y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it. And I know some hot people in the game. And so yeah, we looking forward to seeing Muff next week. So y'all, thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Dani C's Love Life Lessons, where your presence was a blessing. And thank you for enjoying my session. Have a good night.